Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, everything's much the same here. Getting a bit colder though. And we have strange occurrences when Adrian pays attention. Thank you. Focus on dragon. Jeez.
No first names.
Go to sleep. This is Her Ladyship's special dragon. So we thought you might like to see it. It's quite big. It's about what, 3 foot tall. Okay. I'm here again. Okay. What I want to discuss with you, or bring to your attention, is imagination. You know, like Dark Raven One imagines she is boss, but she only imagines it.
No, I don't.
Everyone knows that I'm the boss. And Sapphire reckons in her imagination she's the boss. I'm more inclined to believe that, no. Okay.
She's the boss of you.
Oh dear, oh dear. She's feeling quite perky now. That is Dark Raven One, of course. She's had her breakfast in bed and a cup of tea or coffee, and she's now playing with her toys. Whoopee! Okay, imagination. You've heard this expression used many times. Oh, it's your imagination. Let me ask you a question. Can you create something from nothing? Can you create an image of something that doesn't exist, which is of nothing? No, you cannot.
Excuse me.
That was Adrian, by the way, having a sneezing session. No, you can't create something from nothing. So imagination is completely a false declaration. Let's break it down. Image-ation. Imagination. Imaging. When you're concentrating and you're concentrating on a scenario to go into astral projection, you're actually distant seeing in a way. No, it is not your imagination. It is for real. You imagine the place is haunted. No, you're not imagining it. It's for real. This is a concept that you must get into your heads to understand. A concept that you cannot create something from nothing. If you imagine some strange creature, then somewhere in this universe that creature does exist. It has to. Otherwise, how could you image it? How could you think about it? If it doesn't exist, you can't create something from nothing. So somewhere in this universe, this creature does exist. It kind of throws a dampener on what we call fiction, doesn't it? Especially science fiction. Because that means these writers that are writing about it must know it exists. Take Tolkien. There's a good example. Tolkien wrote about Middle-earth, and he went into great detail of drawing maps. He went into great detail of every single part of Middle-earth. and the creatures and people that lived there. Did he imagine it? No. It must have been a reality. In actual fact, it's an astral plane. When Tolkien first brought this out, in the 60s and 70s, well, I know he brought it out in the 50s, but in the 60s and 70s, it became a cult. It's the same as when we hear of various Reiki thingies, you know? Why fairy Reiki, angel Reiki, kiss my ass Reiki, any kind of Reiki you like. I exclude Shambhala because that is a system completely on its own. It all originated from the original Reiki. Whether you like to accept this or not, that's entirely up to you, but that is fact. The original Reiki was the original way. And whatever Reiki system you are following, then you should put all your efforts and study into that Reiki system. Become infused in it so that it becomes a part of you. Imagination. I imagine I'm going to become a millionaire. Perhaps I am a millionaire. I'm eccentric. It's another strange word, isn't it? To become rich. I am rich. When a man is self-contented, he has everything he wants in life, surely he's rich than the man who is struggling to survive in his little one-room flat. So I am rich. It all depends on your precepts. It all depends on how you look at this. Imagination. It is a very powerful thing. For when you lock into it, you're splattering out energies that you don't realize what you're doing. And these micro energies will lock on to whatever you're thinking of, and in a nanosecond it registers within your mind. And then along comes someone and says, oh, don't worry, it's your imagination. Yep, thank God. It's like the other word, coincidence. This is a word to explain the unexplainable. Oh, it's a coincidence. No, it's not. There's no such thing as to coincide with you. Coincidence, an incident which comes into your realm. No, it's not. There's no such thing as coincidence. There are planned. Oh, it's coincidence you met this person in the street after all those years. No, it's not.
Nothing happens by accident.
Eh?
Nothing happens by accident.
No. As Dark Raven just mentioned, nothing happens by accident. So it's two words to contemplate. Imagination. Break it down. Break the word down. Think of what it means. Image. Coincide. To exist alongside you. Yeah, things do exist alongside you. But the concept that we're using as coincidence is a concept that is accidental. No, it's not accidental at all. It's for reality. No, people just have not grasped the basis of reality. They think reality is what they see, feel, hear in their present senses. That's not reality. That's only a small corner of the grand picture. Expand your mind outwards and see the beauty of what's outside of this conglomeration of atoms and protons. Think beyond it. See the beauty of what's around you. If you're looking at the night sky, for instance, I've used this before. You see stars. Some are clustered, some aren't. If you're microscopic and you're looking at a human being, what would you see? Something that resembled stars. Stars where planets revolve around a star. The star produces heat, which nourishes and charges the planet. You agree with that, of course. Now think of this atomic structure. The atom is the star, the protein is the planet. And they all go round clockwise. But not all planets, of course, as you know, don't go around clockwise round our sun. You have what we call a planet causing equal balance. In other words, it goes in retrospect, goes anti-clockwise. I refer to, in our solar system, as Venus. But I'm not going to turn this into an astronomy lesson at all. I just want to cover those two words. Coincidence and imagination. Two words that are used so often, and it is ridiculous the way we accept it. There you are in your local pub, and an old friend that you haven't seen for 15 years suddenly puts in an appearance. That's not coincidence. That was planned. Nothing happens by accident. The friends that you have...
14 minutes have passed.
Okay. The friends that you have on this realm are the same friends you had previously in the previous life. The enemies you had in a previous life are also the enemies that you have in this life. Have you ever been by a barn, you see someone, you've never seen them in your life before, but you've taken an instant dislike to them? The hackles and the little hairs on the back of your neck start standing up, and you just want to get far away from them. That is why. Okay, I'm told my time is up, folks. I didn't even have a moan at her ladyship. Because it's the only time I can really have a moan at her, isn't it, really? She had a beautiful birthday. We did everything we could. I'd like to have done a bit more, but she's such a darling. And she decides to stay in bed so she doesn't beat me up or nag me when she's in bed.
No, I don't.
See, she admits it.
No, I don't. I'm not in bed, asshole.
I mean, I can be in safety. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I've given you a little bit of food for thought. Namaste. Om Shanti.